Hi there, I'm Andy Hillier, and today's guitar lesson is going to be on the theme that they use going up the stairs in Squid Game. It's a classical piece of music from Johann Strauss called Blue, I don't know how to say this word, Danube. I've done a cover version of it, so if you want to hear me playing it all the way through, go and check that out. I'll put a link in the description and a card above. I'm going to teach you that today. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, leave me some comments in the comment section as well, let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me, keep me doing this channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar's in standard tuning. You can play on any guitar, it doesn't have to be a classical guitar. The first line sounds like this. So for that we play open D string, D4, G2, and then you're going to play the G2 and an open D string into bar 2. So you go. Then you can play E5 and B7, and you do it twice like this. Make them nice and staccato. And then it goes down to E2 and B3 and plays that twice. So from the beginning you've got and then open D string, and then another D string into bar 5, D4, then G2, and then in bar 6 you can play G2 and D2 at the same time. So it goes. Then goes to E5 and B8, and hits those twice, and then E3 and B2. And it's going to hit it twice. There's one here and there's one on the next line, but if you just play it twice. So the whole of that first line slowly goes. On to the next line, and we'll ignore that first hit because we played it on the previous line, and then the rest of the line goes. So for that we play A4 and then another A4 into bar 9, a G2 and then open B, and then play the A string, the G string and the B string at the same time, then E7 and B8, and you're going to play those twice, and then down to E3 and B2 and play those twice. So from the beginning of that you got. And then it plays another A4 twice, D2, B, and then I've played A5, D4 and the B string at the same time. And then E7 and B7, we're going to hit that twice. And then E2 and B3, we've only got one there, but we're going to hit it twice, so it goes on to like the next line, like we did before. So the whole of that line, ignoring the first hit, goes. On to the next line. Again, we'll miss out that first hit, and we've got. So for that, we're playing the D string twice, D4, G2, and then E2 with a G2 and a B3, then up to E and B10, hitting that twice. E5 and B7, hitting it twice, so you got. Then two more Ds, D4, G2, then E3 with a open G and B3 in bar 22, then E10 and B12, hit that twice, then E7 and B8. You're going to hit that twice, but there's only one written on that line. So the whole line goes. And then we've got the next line. Again, we'll ignore the first hit and we'll go E, sorry, 2 E's, E3, E5, then open E and E7 and B8. Then you play an open A, E4, E5, then all the way up to E14 and you play a D string at the same time. So that from the beginning of that line we've got. And then you're going to play A9, then E10, B7, and then this chord, a little bit tricky to get this shape. You could get rid of the G4 if you wanted to, but I'm playing my second finger E3, and then my first finger on E2. You could just play those two notes, but if you want to add the extra notes, I've put a B3 with my second finger and a G4 with my little finger. Then open E, and then into bar 31, little finger on E7, first finger on B5, second finger at G6, and play the open A string as well. Then E5, and then bar 32, you play the open D string with B3, and then I've finished it with a D chord there, which is open D, G2 and B3. So the whole line goes. So that's the end of like the A section. Go on to the next line and it's like the B section and we get. So you play E10 and B11, then to E9 and G9, and then you're going to hit it again with an open E string, then jump down to fret 7 on the E and the G strings and play that twice. So from the beginning, then play an open E on its own, then another 7 on the E and the G, then down to E and G6, another hit on that with the open E, and then back up to the 7s twice. So from the beginning. Then another open E in bar 37, then open E with B3 and G1, 2 hits on that, then an open A string with E2, B2 and G2. I've just put my first finger flat across those. Then open E, then open A, then open E with B2 and G2, you can hit that twice. Then this shape that we did before actually, which is the open A string with G6, B5 and E7, and E5 to finish. So the whole line goes. And then the last line, more of the same, play an open A and then go E10, G11, and then E9 and G9. Another hit on that with the open E this time, and then down to fret 7, 2 hits on that. Open E, E7, and then E9 and B11. Then go all the way up to E12 and B14. Put a low E on there, then back down to E10 and B12. Hit that twice. So from the beginning of that line up to there goes. Then into bar 45, you've got open E, G1, and then E1 with G1 and open B string, then E2 with a B string at the same time, then G2. So bars 45 and 46 go. And then we got, which which is bar 47, open D string with G4, B3 and E4. Then you go down E2, B3 and G4. And then this open E with a G1, a B3 and E2. And then two more E2s, open E and finish with an A power chord, which is open A with D2 and G2. So the whole of that last line goes. And that's the whole song. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, it really does help me out. Give me a like on the video, the thumbs up, press the notifications. Comments in the comment section, let me know where in the world you're from, let me know what you thought of the video, let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me, support my channel, keep me doing these videos, and you want to print the tabs off for this and loads of other songs, go and check out my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.